got a piece of plywood around here. Scraps. DJ's in. Motoring's here. Lee Harris is in. Oh, man, yeah, I can't find a scrap of plywood. Cody's in. Jeff Lee's here. Steve Mack's in the house. Maybe. Alex is here. Ton of snow. We didn't get a ton. We only probably got 3-4 inches right now, but it's like concrete because it rains and snows and rains and snows. And Dave's in. Michael James is here. Took my belt off way too fucking early. These pants are way too big. Off and on rain here today. Steve wants to sit nice. Doesn't seem too bad. Had a few inches of freezing rain and slush. Okay. We got the freezing rain last night, but and the snow. It's loose. Still loose. Crashed your Subaru. Well, shit happens. shit. Just want to get the body lifted off this motherfucker. I'll swap it out tomorrow. Wanted to have it done today, but that didn't work out, so such a relief. Okay, now I'm done. It was 80 Fahrenheit when I left work today. Temp steadily going down after that. We did not get 12 inches, no. Had it been cold enough, we probably would have, but we got a lot of rain with it. So it's a lot easier than having to lift it out. Not really. I'm as in. Full engine swap. Yep. Sure is. Can't even see the good bits yet. It's fucking 77 degrees in here. I got the window open and the service door open. Son of a bitch. Lots of rain, some tornadoes. Frick bullshit. Open this door too. Has been a day. I don't know why the fucking side of my foot hurts, but what took the motor besides being a Ford? That's a 1.5. They're known for cracking engine blocks, and that's what happened to that one. I own a shop. Not my car. Now I can be done for the fucking evening. Tariffs are going to skyrocket. There's gas and car parts. Well, if it's American gas and American car parts, I don't give a damn. It brings more jobs back here in the long run. Got to pay the price now. I got an Oldsmobile Cutlass 88. Happy for you. They break too, by the way. Could neighborly like normal? Yeah. I say they should just dissolve the fucking border. Use those resources somewhere else, but that's just my opinion. Where's Chad? I want him to see what happens outside of warranty. Wow. How's the beer tonight, Rick? I'm on my second growler. That's fucking delicious. Get back to work. Go fuck yourself. Time to take a shot? No. Not much for doing shots. Might get into a sipper at some point, but... Nice cart. I like it for that. On this, it's almost a little too wide. But on like the V6s, which I do more of anyways, it's better. So it works. Need to make a little bit better adapters for that one, but now I got the new wheels on there. Cherry picker rolls underneath it instead of around it. Back to my cutlass build. I was gangbanged with timeouts by mods. I'm sure you liked it too. The fuck are you calling Bubba? Never realized the CVs stay. It's personal preference. Some guys will pull them out, some don't. The right side I have to pull because it has the axle support on the engine block, so I will have to pull that one. But it's easier to do it once it's down and out of there. So Jeff Weinstock's in. No shout outs, jackass. You asked for it. She's always asking for it. Santa if he worked in construction. I don't work in construction. Jeff, did you get the answers you were looking for with diesel treatment? I haven't been timed out 32 times, for fuck's sake. Shocker. Got the summer stuff. Thanks again for your help. Diane, what's happening? Got my new tools today. This is not even tool truck day. Wow. That was thunder at first. Fucking cows. Everyone you ask has their own preference, but I've always used Standardine. Are you using fuel additives or? I've never even heard of Standardine. Just had a little blue moon at the bar on my way home. Perfect. Got a little tune-up. Fuck's sake. Fucking cows gotta be rubbing on the pole barn over there. See that puddle behind you? I make bigger ones. Well, you're probably getting to that age where you can't control your fucking bladder anymore, so I'm not surprised. I'm a young woman high out of her mind on a random group chat. What the fuck? Still convinced Sam is a man? That's funny. Seeing your language is insensitive. Let's see how you like this. Your birth certificate's an apology from Durex. My birth certificate should have been written with a coat hanger. Never mind. Let me work for you? No. That's not going to end well. Fucking cows. Shut up. Stop running on a fucking chat. Heard that poor chair take a sigh of relief. Wow. That's fair. Do you get migraines, Rick? I haven't for a lot of years. I used to years ago, and I don't know what happened that I quit getting the fuckers, but I get migraines where I black out and shit. I get a headache here once in a while. I don't even really get headaches that much. If my sinuses get fucked up, then I'll get a headache from it, but otherwise. Must have passed the ass test. It turns out the fucker comes loose when it's upside down because it doesn't seat properly. So I'm a semen tube. Well, did they not put that motherfucker in here? Terrible one today. Spent 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. calling the dinosaurs. I haven't had a really bad headache like that in a long fucking time. Fuck did the other one go? Wasn't that fancy for fucking hanging it and everything? Needless to say, what I had for breakfast got flushed. Haven't eaten since. I never got to throwing up when I'd have migraines, but I'd definitely fucking I'd get them bad enough where I'd black out. Where'd the other fucking part of that go? For fuck's sake, I had this son of a bitch right here. Wah, wah. I hate it. Setting up an appointment with a neurologist in the morning. I get them every 6 to 8 weeks, it seems. Huh. I have not bought much on the auction as of late. What the fuck did I buy on the auction last? It's been a hot minute. Alright, how the fuck did I lose a fucking quart-sized bottle? Or set the son of a bitch in plain sight where... Well, fluid dispensing system. Oh, it's right there. I told you it was going to be right in fucking front of me. Come here. There it is. Found it. Ah. Sandy's in. Reminds me, I'm looking for my carpenter pencil for 20 minutes just to find out it's in my ear. Yep. I have a friend that gets them, and he says it is basically an EpiPen and can inject when he feels one coming on. Instantly gone, he says. I need something similar. Katie gets a migraine every great once in a while. She has a tablet that she can take for it. It dissolves under her tongue. So probably something similar. But after she takes it, it's like fucking, we only got 3-4 hours and she's going to be out for about 12 because it just fucking wipes you out after that. Imitrex for her migraines. Soul Reaper, thank you, question mark. Didn't know I needed words of encouragement. I have a Focus just like the one on the rack. That's funny because it's a Fusion. You know what your own fucking car looks like. Shame. Shame. Jacob Metcalf's in. Fluid dispensing wand. That's what you want to fucking fill her up, eh? I suppose technically I could have got away with just buying the adapters and then using my other Mighty Vac, the big bastard, for doing transmissions. Oh well, fuck it. My favorite words with 4 letters and end with K. Well. Thomas Berry, what's in? What was the last decade you brushed those disgusting teeth? That's funny. What's in the back? That? The engine from that. I ain't got no motor in it. Car doesn't look like it's any fun to work on. I don't think a lot of cars are actually fun to work on. How's life going? Good enough. Can you fix my gay Miata, please? No, but the crusher at the junkyard can. Like working on VWs, they're like little Lego sets, except retarded. Gonna put an LS in it? Not quite. The changle with the dangle. Damn, look, there's another fucking hook in there. Come and swap. Be too much of a pain in the ass to clean out my other fucking mighty vac for doing transmission fluid to do brake clean or brake fluid. Anyway, so cross contamination be a motherfucker if you don't clean it right. How long have you been a mechanic? 25 fucking years? 6 years? Some fucking thing? Well, fuck. Yes, sir. It's cracked between 2 and 3. My bolts aren't long enough, but my nuts are. Well, I wish they would have made a fucking case for the containers too. It would fit a lot nicer on my shelf. I'm gonna have to put a hook way the fuck up there to put this on when I'm not using it. Four cylinders aren't what they used to be. GM22 was damn near indestructible. The old fucking 1.9 Fords that had a timing belt, aside from the timing belt, which you can change in fucking 20 minutes. Those bastards couldn't really hurt themselves either. Because they didn't make enough power. That is a Ford Fusion, yes. Watching an engine and labor cost on a Fusion? Right off the top of my head, I don't fucking know. Three-eighths of maintenance pig. Fact. You know, honestly, I like the four-cylinder mid-sized cars until I started doing stupid shit to them. How do you make a V6 Mustang faster without killing myself? Just leave it the fuck alone. Still does the speed limit. Leave it the fuck alone. Let it cool packs? You mean coil packs? That is a Ford, yes. I like the fucking adapters for these things. Although this one I don't understand. What the fuck am I supposed to do with that? Oh, I bet it's for the Chryslers that have two caps. I bet that's what it is. The older ones. Valve cover gaskets, water pumps, coolant elbows, coil packs, intake gaskets, etc., etc. Pipe sculpture behind you for? The fucking pipe sculpture. Are you talking about the engine? Well, it probably kind of looks like that. Pretty nice set, I gotta say. Fucking Mighty Vac does make some pretty nice shit. Top of the app, you have a fucking balance shaft because of a 90-degree V6. I'll take a 3100. Oh yeah, 3400, yes. But they didn't make enough power for people. Oh. What do you drive? 2015 F-250 6.2 gas. The fuck is not happier? Ah. Mighty Vac model MVA 6850 if you're pressure bleeding brake systems now. Because apparently, let's see if I can find a place in there for this. Would have been nice if they'd have molded all this stuff in there for a guy. Just saying. Fitting that. Ah, yeah. 98 GMC. Perfect. I've seen a lot of them with the body falling off of them. There ain't many left in this area. So you got 2012 Silverado 250 on it. Is it still worth deleting the active fuel management? I'm afraid if I delete it, this shit will go sideways. Well, if you don't have the skills, don't fucking delete it now. Especially your 250 on it. Probably not. I mean, you'll get the little fucking dongle to... I got it on promo. $357. Normally it would be $537.32. Cost lists at $1,074.64. Holy fuck! Oh fuck! Is the active fuel management giving you issues? Yeah, if it's not giving you issues, don't fucking do anything with it. But what are your thoughts on the old 7.4 V10 F250? It was never a fucking 7.4. Where the fuck did you come up with that? $7.4. Do you live in North Carolina? No. It's on a hot promo from the early promos for the conference. Although, I got something coming FedEx tomorrow. I don't know what the fuck it is. 7.4 is a 454. Yes. I live in South Carolina. I'm happy for you. Are you happy for you? These little fucking tit stoppers in here too. I don't know what the fuck those are for, but there's supposed to be a whole bunch of promo stuff coming, but out of that cart from Minnesota to get to Regina, Saskatchewan, for fuck's sake. I know it. 6.8 was the V10. Yes. I was just waiting for him to do the math. This is the second day I watched the car up the lift. Up the lift. Instead of talking on YouTube. I'm happy for you. It'll be done tomorrow. Calm down. If you're confident you can pull the oil pressure sensor and clean the metal screen under it. That is the last filter before AFM, sorry. How many years have you been dragging knuckles, Rick? $25. Gotta keep Rick on his toes. My fucking one toe, pinky toe, fucking hurt today. Bastard. I felt like I slammed it in the fucking door. I'm pretty sure I didn't, but. Is the 2002 Ford F-250 gas Super Duty any good? Well, it's either going to have a 5.4 or a 6.8 in it. I'm not afraid of them, but that all depends on mileage, condition, how well they've been taken care of, all of those things, so. I assume you meant to say spring. There's someone who loves his job. Some days. Better than what they make today. I mean, I can't disagree with that. I would stay the fuck away from any vehicle built fucking 2019 and newer. Just saying. That's my opinion. No mountains on this one. Brewed only in Golden, Colorado. Nice beard, appreciate you. $2019 is the cutoff. 10-speed transmissions can fuck off. I agree. I went to go diagnose a Land Rover and the cam position went. And I said, no way, too much work. Cam position what went? Dave, get the fuck out of here. Cam position B or A? You don't know which one? Server truck has 100K on it now. The 10-speed is starting to act up. Perfect. I'm sure they'll have a shit box ready to drive while it's at getting a transmission dumped in it. Not sure. I just changed all of them. Of course you do. Fucking hack. Don't even have the tools to properly diagnose it and know which sensor it actually is. Or if the engine's mechanically out of time, but fuck it, whatever. The worst car I've had? I had a couple of really clapped out fucking Ford Tempos when I was younger. Currently I have a 23.67 with a 10-speed, getting a complete overhaul at Boyer Ford. Torque converter left to chat. I'll let you know what the bill ends up being. Well, I get to drive a transit van with cam phasers that sound like a diesel. It's got under 50 on it. Perfect. '87 Dodge Shadow and a Chevy Geo Prism was my worst vehicles. The Tempos were pretty fucking bad. I had a 70. Nope, I take that back. I had a 64 fucking Corvair. $120 on that 23 F350. 9,000 idle hours on it too. Nice. Get her dead. Best truck to have nowadays? If I can find something that, again, pre-2019, low miles, non-EcoBoost, non-direct injected, or if you're going to go with a diesel, go with a diesel that's pre-fucking emissions, or as pre-emissions as you can fucking get, but, and not a 6-liter or a 6.4. Fuck. '90 Honda Civic DX hatchback 4-speed manual. Not a bad car. Paid $700 for it. Drove it like I stole it, and $30K on it before the clutch had enough. I'm gonna say 4-speed sounded weird, but best truck is the one you can afford to drive and fix. That's right. What's the dumbest thing you've seen someone do to their car? Oh boy. Do you like GMC? I don't have any problem with them other than IFS. Not a huge fan of fucking IFS, but whatever. Jeep Wrangler, haha, you can pretty much fix anything in your driveway because you're going to have to. Wow. The nightmare of my teacher's Volkswagen Passat 2.0, ignition coil shorted and almost fused the connector together. Even thought the clips are a bitch to remove. So you put a fucking coil and a pigtail on it? Drove it like I stole it. Line always reminds me of Rick's old Escort, though. But we did see a coworker do some really dumb shit in his vehicles. I mean, the physical doing something to a vehicle in an attempt to repair it or make it better than $225 a ton here. Squat says $125 a ton in Duluth as of last week. Been stuck there for over a year. How the fuck are you getting $100 a ton more down there for scrap? Yeah, it's got to be because you're closer to the plant. 04 Crown Vic, that car was pretty fun. It was a police interceptor. Good time being hand on the lift behind you. Making money. Oh. The loose yard is stacked full too. They're not even shipping much out. Oh, I'm sure they're waiting on prices now, especially now. Scrap market's going to have to go up with the tariffs on steel. It has to. When we get to 200 ton locally, I'll start hauling. It's got to be up a little bit around here because I seen a fucking Dodge Durango pulling a fucking Dodge Caravan, like fucking early 90s Caravan, with a freezer and a refrigerator ratchet strapped to the top of it into the fucking salvage yard in Sandstone, which I think is fucking funny as hell because they're driving right past the fucking police station to get there. 89 miles to Nucor. So that's not too bad. Doug's in. Her money is worth crap. Mom says hi to everyone, Rick. Hi, Mom. I'd like to see your scrap by about 200 and fucking AutoCast at about 250. I got a lot of AutoCast. A lot of AutoCast. I know parts prices are going up a little bit, I've noticed. If we got some promos here, I'm going to start jumping on some more stock for the back. Just to fucking have it, but we'll see. They do tours there. I should go visit and see how the modern process is done. That plant is 100% recycled, no iron ore there. Perfect. I wanted to see what Alexa says. Larry's in. Larry, what's happening? We're doing all these fucking gift card fucking promo fucking things from Auto Care right now because all the guys are taking advantage of them. Or the theory is they're taking advantage of them to take them to fucking Vegas and use them out there. I don't know why the fuck anybody would do that, but I just wanted the credit back on my account. Instant fucking rebate. You give me an instant rebate that's significant, I'll buy a lot of shit. Beer store gift cards. I did, Anthony from New York, do you think car parts are made cheaply lately, no matter where you get the part from? Yes. Broad stroke, yes. There's better places to get parts from, and there's worse places to get parts from, for sure. But I did get a $75 credit towards any of the restaurants at the Venetian per day while I'm out there, so that's pretty mint. At least pay for breakfast anyway. "24-inch copper electrodes, one top, one bottom. It's basically a giant welder. That's how they melt the scrap." Damn. Well, and it's gonna, if everybody's gonna bitch about the price of things going up, it's gonna stay Chinese junk. I don't give a fuck. As long as in the long run we can start bringing manufacturing back to the United States, I'll pay more money. I don't give a shit. So people just need to keep that in mind. There are U.S. companies. The ball joints I did in my pickup are 100% made in the USA, fully machined too. Yep. Anthony, get the hell out of here. Appreciate you. Oh. Parts may be expensive, but labor isn't free, so do it right the first time instead of paying for it twice and maybe even 3 times. I 100% agree with that. Don't be afraid to pay for good fucking labor. The cheapest guy down the road might not necessarily be the most fucking worthwhile one. How many offspring did you have to trade to get the U.S. made ball joints? It's quiet tonight. Not many retards on the bus. I mean, shh. Why would you even say that? Tanya's here. London's in. How much do you charge an hour? It's $72 an hour. I pay Rick For good quality labor, I'll gladly drive the 80 miles for it. Appreciate you, bud. OEM is the only way to go now. Kyle, there is a place for aftermarket junk, but as far as any electronics or sensors, the aftermarket stuff is trash. All depends. There are some reputable aftermarket companies, but not many. $100 a ball joint. I was quoted $2,500 from the local shop, and instead bought them myself and bought a ball joint press. Rick saw it. She's beefy. I see a place for that press. I've never personally had one. It's just, and I get the multiplication factor on the press advantage. I've just never used one. Seems like it'd be a little cumbersome at first. Take a little getting used to, but my company charges $160 and pays $30. LS1 fully built bottom and top end, and I'm having oil consumption problem. Before I tear this 15,000 engine down to try to find out, what would you suggest? So you spent 15 grand on an LS1 and now the fucker's burning oil? Somebody fucked up. I'd even argue the OEM parts have gone to shit. Well, especially when they've offshored most of the manufacturing, especially on the electronics. GM is the worst with their OEM parts now. I have had, fuck is the name of it? It's a U.S. company, too. I'll look it up. Because Napa sells their stuff. Got me some rolls of Pigmans today. Put batteries in 2025 pickups, less than 40 miles on them. Yeah, fucking Motorcraft batteries are fucking straight trash. What are your thoughts on Nissan Frontiers? I wouldn't. Not a fucking fan of the Nissans. Just my opinion. What site are you watching the storms on? All right. We'll go here. We'll go like that. Oops. That's what I thought. Napa Tech Expert. Almost all of their stuff, and then there's some of it's not, but like fuel pump driver module for a 2006 F-150 made in the USA, 3-year, 36,000 mile warranty on it. And it's fucking way cheaper than OE prices. What's your favorite vehicle to work on? The one the customer can pay the bill on when it's done? Well, Mick, don't make it fucking stupid. And you're gone, Mick. Can you give insight on solenoids? Of what type? Ignition solenoids, control solenoids, electric solenoids, electric oil control solenoids. What do you want to know? Love Nissan dash pulls. I don't know that I've ever pulled a dash out of a Nissan. Can't be any worse than the fucking late 2000s GMC Acadias. That was a lot of insight right there. Probably control solenoid. What do you want to know about a control solenoid? For example, where the fuck is it? Right. That's where I was going. I'm very uneducated. Starter relay a solenoid. I mean, solenoid actually a switch. They can switch electric, air, hydraulic, oil, etc. So a control solenoid. This being an example, this is one for a GM. You have your electrical input. It's going to move a pintle magnetically in here. Control oil flow from the end. Well, in through the screen, out through the end. Typically, when you have a oil control solenoid issue, it's because that fine fucking screen on there is all plugged up because people don't change their fucking oil. And those things need to operate at a specific fucking pressure in a specific fucking way. And when people run fucking 10,000 miles on oil changes, they run till their maintenance minder tells them, hey, you should change the oil. And then they call and make an appointment that's going to be a month out. So now you're 13,000 miles on an oil change. It's not good. Stop it. Fuck's sake. Solenoid almost knocked my beer over and spilt it all over the place. Son of a bitch. Oil buildup affects every part of the engine, yes. You don't want fucking oil deposits in your engine. Any deposits should be in the filter if you're running on routine enough fucking oil changes, but most people do not. I showed Tessa that on her Jeep the other day. 3,100 miles on. Oil indicator said 82% life left. That's not going to work. Get the cost of ownership down right up to the point that the manufacturer can brag about it. And once it goes to a second party private sale, they don't give a fuck. You're kind of nifty. I need to get a fucking holder for them sons of bitches. Really? Like how they had to get their extra fucking inch and a half on there for the 50-foot roll, so we didn't fucking tear it at the pleat. We just fucking... Wow. What? I'm sure you've heard of that for cars, but for large machine. How often should I change oil? If you really want to get down to it, do oil samples. But typically, I have most of my customers change oil every 3,000 miles. The ones I know are driving highway miles will go to 4,000 or 5,000. The ones I know are good about it, and they watch the sticker, not the fucking minder. Maintenance minders were the worst fucking thing ever. I'm telling you. But most heavy equipment is 250 engine hour oil change interval. My new car tells me every 10K. You do that 10 times, you'll need an engine pretty fucking quick. I'm just saying. Farm tractor's 250 hours. Going to hell, do you think it is or no? Why do you think about it? What do you think about it? I think there's an opportunity to get it back. But gotta love Honda. All the manufacturers are that way. Pretty much all of them want you to stretch to. It's cost of ownership. It had nothing to do with longevity of the engine and your ability to get that many miles on an oil change. They wanted to lower the cost of ownership while the vehicle was in its first owner life. That's all they care about. They don't give a fuck about the second guy that buys it, and they don't give a fuck about the person that's going to keep that thing out of warranty. You'll get by the first few times of 10K intervals, but the damage will be done. I'm not hiring any day. Some will stretch to 500 hours, but that also includes better oil and filters. Oil filters and increased oil pan capacity. Cat has that option on the big 3500 series engines. New lawnmower engines say you never need to change engine oil. Yep. New stuff with a 0-20 are always 10K oil changes or consuming a quarter every 1,000 miles. That's across the board. That is acceptable by every auto manufacturer out there. Is 1 quart and 1,000 miles is acceptable. I think that's bullshit, but good luck fucking fighting it. My lawnmower is a 2-stroke. Perfect. Kyle says drill and tap. Lawnmowers are cheaper than an oil change. We've gotten so fucking far into the throwaway bullshit. It's not even funny anymore. Beer. Stop recording and keep working. That's what tomorrow's for. Fuck you. Don't lease a Max Semi, then oil change intervals are 80,000 miles. Holy shit. Last mower decided to have a swap meet in my front yard. The cylinder in the head broke away from the block. Well, for fuck's sake. 5% of them run the 1R 1808, which are the best ones you can get for that size filter. Greetings from Russia. Even 10 years ago, they would have to add oil between oil changes. Well, everyone should check their oil between oil changes. That's obvious, but 2011 Toyota RAV4 consuming 5 quarts of oil at 2,500 miles. What would you do about Toyota TSB 0094-11? I don't know what the fucking TSB entails. Hydro is getting weak, so it's probably a blessing in disguise. Did you replace that son of a bitch yet? You buy another more? Look at the plugs and check the PCB. I don't think you're getting fucking a quart every 500 out of fucking PCB. Well, maybe. Made by Toro after Toro bought out Lawn Boy and OMC company. But it's still a great engine. There you go. Still looking, ran one up to 4K at auction and thought that was too much for a used one. Lawnmowers are so a good, even mid-quality fucking zero turn are so fucking expensive now. I know it's a service bulletin from Toyota. I don't know what the fucking details of it are. I don't have the fucking the bulletin in front of me. Shit. And I don't feel like going on there and looking it up. Goats are cheaper. Fucking goats. Well, 2011, Cody, they might not even work on it. Some dealerships don't want to work on anything more than 10 or 15 years old. Some dealerships don't want to work on anything that is out of warranty. O-ring repair, engine swap in that 240,000 miles. Huh? That blue fusion is going to haunt your dreams. Probably not. I'm not that worried about it. I've done a lot of these. In the 70s, some kid bought goats for $1 each and turned them loose at night in a small town. I plead the fifth. Wow. How many goats were bought for $1 each? We have so many deer in our neighborhood, they mow and fertilize at the same time. Are the fucking... I've heard everybody says the fucking whitetails out in Pennsylvania, like in the rural areas or the urban areas, are fucking little bastards. But that's a wild scissor lift. Is that old school? No, they still make them today. But don't mind deer, but they eat my pine trees. Fuckers. Old women were out chasing their brooms the next morning. I was hoping it was a $20 bill, but that's still fine. Full size. Like 200 on the hoof, or what do they go out there? You a fan of Eagle Rare 10? I can't say. Yeah, I have had it. It's not bad. If you had to guess how many shop towels did you use today, I don't know. 15, 20. I have not seen the 2.7 Chevys, no. Oh, so they are little fuckers. 75 to 100. Shit. Oh, fucking mature doe around here will dress at 150. Dressed. Not walking around. A good sized buck will be in that, on the hoof would be 200 plus. Easily. Justin's in. Fucking 75-pound doe. You seen the auction price on bottle calves? No. I don't watch auction on fucking cattle anymore. Is that car a Ford Fusion? Good job. You figured it out. I'm sure. Meat sweats, you're an idiot. What happened to the engine? Cracked the block. Have you seen that Final Destination car mechanic scene? No. I'm not fighting kangaroos, meat sweats. It's not my forte. Fucking sitting still. It's getting a little chilly in here now. Close the window. $10.36 a pound? What? For bottle caps? Holy fucker flakes. Wait, what? Where the fuck? What sale barn is this? Holy fucks. Oh. Chad's in. When can we do a bear hunt? There's got to be bear around first. Could be worse. Remember when Australia lost a war to emus. Looked up your TSP, Joseph. It seems to it's a fuel pressure sensor issue. I don't know how bad they are to change. The fuck does a fuel pressure sensor have to do with oil consumption? I want to know too. Do you have a business? Allegedly. Officially back in Texas. Wow, fuck. In 2 weeks, I'll be in fucking Nevada. Viva Las Vegas. Got a donor 5-0 sitting in my driveway if you can swap it by tomorrow afternoon. I don't think I can make that. Don't think I can make that drive. Free drinks. 3 weeks, I'll be out in the sewer. I'm not going. Fuck it. My dad was working on a truck recently and all the push rods were bent. He was so mad. Well, it's usually a good indication that he fucked it up. How many 10mm sockets do you lose in a year? Not many. Pretty fucking sure that's a myth. Customer's truck. So then why would we be mad about bent push rods? Consuming 5 quarts of oil at 2,500 miles, would you replace the VVT gear? No. Why the fuck would the VVT gear cause it to consume oil? I would do a proper diagnosis on it before I would fucking just jump into fucking doing an engine swap on it. Tell me how the fucking variable valve timing gear is going to have anything to do with oil consumption. I want to know too. You fucking retarded. Can't find my 18 millimeter combination. Well, fuck. I need a 28 millimeter combination. I didn't get when I bought this fucking set. I think it should have one though. And a 31, but I don't think they put a 31 in them. Ooh. PV blaster in the eye will ruin your day. Well, I would keep my fucking eye away from the PV blaster, but you know. Seth said, these modern engines having low tension piston rings, I just start with oil consumption test. It may need an engine. It may not. No, that's what I said. Yeah, fucking properly diagnosed a motherfucker. You can't do that on the internet. It just doesn't fucking work that way. Damn, that's the same car still on the lift. Engine's out of it now. You happy? Did a lot of other shit today. Why would you spray PV blaster in your eyes? Never mind, I don't want to know. Because they had dry eye, Bryce. Well, I am. Are you happy? Good enough. I got beer, so. I got an old school car. I don't know what the fucking old school definition of an old school car is. Just changed the oil. The oil turns black in 300 miles. Do you think I have bad valve seats? Ah, fuck. Do you have any idea how an engine works? Like any of it? OBD2 is capable of everything it needs to do. I don't think it's going away anytime soon. No. OBD2 is not going to... They just have... OBD2 is a federal requirement. It's not a manufacturer option. So that's why companies went to gateway modules that are just that adapt to the fucking OBD2 connector and allow you to scan the vehicle. That was a federal mandate to go to OBD2. It wasn't like all the manufacturers like, hey, let's all do the same thing. Because when the fuck has that ever happened? So I think these people grossly misunderstand the term internet mechanic. They expect to go on the internet and get answers without any mechanical inspection. I mean, Bird, okay, stick around. I still have all the OBD1 connectors that are different from manufacturer to manufacturer. My grandpa was a mechanic. Okay. '96, yes, was the first year. Depending on the model, 96 can be a weird year for OBD2 connectors. They can be fucking anywhere on the dash. Some of the Fords had them over underneath the glove box, and then they made a mandate where it had to be within so many fucking inches of the steering column or the steering wheel or however they fucking put it. So they had to be centralized in the vehicle somewhere. Otherwise, you know fucking well they would have been hidden all over the fucking place. But now that being said, the OE is the way they're getting around this OBD2 mandate and talking about going away. It's not going to go away at all. They're just going to make you buy a subscription to do anything that is non-emissions related. So anything that isn't fucking emissions related, you'll have to have a subscription for. Chrysler already does it. Stellantis already does it. GM is going to be probably the next one to do it. Some of the European manufacturers do it as well. Just for giggles, I scrolled. I'm not sure what that was supposed to be. I think it was a man, but not positive. Wow. In auto shop class, we all put JB Weld under the UPS truck on drive shaft. The violent rumble it made. Wow. At OBD1 stored codes, they may have had something. OBD2 capability, it kind of peaked pre-2010. They pretty much had the things that you needed to make an engine run, and then they started adding stupid shit. Pretty sure UPS doesn't let auto shop class work on their trucks. I would say so, but another short bus just pulled into the parking lot. Perfect. Car you working on? I'm not working on any car at the moment. Drinking beer. Ford Fusion needs an engine tomorrow. Jeff, how's the grandkid? Talking about what car you got out of that lift. It's a Ford Fusion. Needs an engine tomorrow. This one is getting a salvage yard engine, Cody. 46,000 on it. So drove a 93 Chevy C1500 in high school. Anytime the check engine light came on, I had to leave it and run or I'd lose the code. And sometimes it would trip again. It wouldn't trip again. Mostly O2 sensor issues. Yep. At least on OBD2.1, you could jump it with a fucking paper clip and flash the code. I will say that. Great, Rick. He is spending the night. Janice is happy about that. Perfect. I think we got the grandson on Friday again. What? Dickhead manager who bragged about his Dodge Cummins engine. Started at a few gallons of diesel every week for 6 weeks. Then we stopped. He was bitching at the dealership. That's funny. Thought I was getting such great gas mileage, eh? Drive a 57 Chevy Impala with a crate LS and two turbos. Okay, I'm happy for you. Yet here you are. Do miss the old TBI engines, gutless as can be, but everyone I had was reliable, never left me sit. They were pretty fucking TBI is pretty much as simple as it can get. Aside from putting a fucking fuel monitor on a carbureted engine. I did that with my 85 Chevy. I put a fucking fuel system monitor in it so I could fine tune the adjustment on the carburetor. If I was going to take a long trip, we'd fucking make some adjustments on her. Dial her in. Simple equals reliable. Get away from emissions. 4.6 F-150 I had was gutless as hell, but I never had a lick of trouble with it. And I overloaded it more than once. Rick helped overload it once. Yeah. There is that. No, probably at school tomorrow. It's probably Dad's car. I mean, good chance. $1.5 in the Fusion. $1.5 barf. Okay. Sean says I just read more about it. And what does it have to do with fucking oil consumption? Educate me. I'm not going to try to sleep the rest of this migraine off. Good luck, Kyle. Migraines suck. So. Joseph, you already fucking said that. Get some migraine pills from your dealer. Get ready to pay more for parts. I'm ready. Did you get that lift to Harbor Freight? No. Not quite. Remember when Saturn made a styrofoam engine block with ceramic piston walls? I thought that was fancy. What? Harbor Freight doesn't sell a vehicle lift, you fuck. Yeah, the car looks jacked, all right. You working on anything? Good buzz at the moment. Lee says Shawnee's been blocked now. He can't answer you. They had enough. Fuck him. He's gonna read his own TSB. Take a Mito. Wow. Wow. Sounds like a 3mm ratchet. It's Mac Tools stubby flex head 3/8. I like this ratchet. Use the fuck out of this thing. It's just got that. I like it. Kyle says go pickup shopping, Alex. Wow. You ever worked on any heavy diesel machines? Not for a living. Fuck that. That's way too much work. I've been window shopping, Kyle. Well, Shannon has to hold your hand. Oh, come on. I thought you were going to have a better comeback than that. I figured you were going to ask him how many windows he licked while he was there, but whatever. It was a perfect opportunity for you. You missed it. They ain't getting any cheaper anytime soon. Well, the new car market, it's going to go up, blah, blah, blah. And then the used car market will follow suit. So it'll trickle down to the fact that everybody's going to want to keep their shit and fix it anyway. So we're good. Same shit, different day. Just checked plates on the car's coming back as stolen. Good fucking luck. Chop, chop. Wow. 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 Love this stream from what I've seen. That'll change. Don't worry. It'll be fine. Why do I have my knife sharpener out? I don't know. Guess I'll sharpen my knife while I'm at it. I'm out. Take care all and enjoy the rest of the week. You as well, Jeff. Tell Janice I says hi. Have fun with the grandkid. I always have a sharp knife. That is my go-to for opening packages. People that can't pay the bill. Never mind. It's terrible. Finish my beer and get the fuck out of here, too. I got shit to do tomorrow. Plus, I was on here way too late last night. Fuck me. Last night was great. The fucking pop-up lives. Yeah, you never know what you're going to get. Seems like those ones lately have been more Saturday I'm going to try to go live with Nathan. We'll try to do a co-live. So see what the fuck happens. Ernesto, what's happening? Hey, man. You quiero chalupa or no? Oh, fuck. That's like... Does that work on there? Hang on. Nah, fuck, it won't work. Got the magnetic fucking paper towel holder work, but your shop towel holder work. Apparently not. Something of the sort, I suppose. My wife is sending me things. Son Goku? Is that how you say it? I don't know. 31 and 70 thumbs up. Holy shit. Gave up my seat to a blind person on the bus. That's how I lost my job as a bus driver. I mean, I'm sure that's probably a thing. You can eat all the glue you want. It's a free country. You can do what you want. I don't care. Can't fit any in that car. Flavored glue? Yeah, I want to know too. First time on your stream, what are you working on there? Trying to fucking unfucker the... brake bleed tool that I just bought. Chad's going to bed. Chad, I appreciate you, bud. Thanks again for the beers, by the way. Gorilla Glue. Trying to get this shit set up so I can fucking hang it up there. They need to have a little better fucking system to store their hose assembly, though. I suppose if a guy wound it up, you could just stuff it in the bottle. I don't like doing that either. They have to come up with something for that. Storage is getting a little fucking hard to come by around here, so. Next time I'm drinking some with you, I'll count on it. I can still find a place to put a few more things in here, but even when Chad was here, he was like, it's like when he's like on the live stream, it's really deceiving how much stuff is actually in here. Because there's a lot. Gooses? Geese? I mean, words are hard. Schmor's out. Oh, fuck out of here. Ooh. I'm fixing to get the fuck out of here, too. It's not a flock of gooses, for fuck's sake. You know, I'm just saying this is a cultural problem. If there would have been more blowjobs, there would have been less of these problems. Good portion of these fucking problems would have got swallowed. Wow. Was the day people wanted a hydroplane. It's all bullshit. Stay the fuck home. Gaggle of geese. It's a flock. It's called target practice. That's what it is. What's going on here? New engine. Yup. All right. Saw a pickup pulling a camper on its roof in the center ditch, North Pine City today. Your roads weren't even that bad yet. Well, probably load imbalance too. Does it fucking help? So. Fucking out of here.